Hey there, LJ back on the scene, and welcome to this hot day in the LBC. And I'm on Facebook here and Instagram, which is fun, a little multitask. And yeah, I want to share how I'm excited about this word to describe what we can do with our use of these practices and perspectives and psychology that we can call yoga. Because remember, it's all three, not just the practices, but totally the perspectives and the psychology. So this word that can help us really realize what we can do with any piece, any moment of any of these things that can be part of our yoga is this idea that we can recalibrate ourselves. I love that word. And most of all, probably because it helps, I think, a lot more of us remember that, first of all, it's all energy. We're made of energy. Our bodies are made of energy, right? Our feelings are energy. Our thoughts are energy. Everything happening in life is energy. It's all connected, right? Those are some of those foundational lessons of yoga that we drop back into every time we practice. We drop back into the perspectives and the psychology, right? And that's part of what makes yoga so comprehensive, so life-changing, so recalibrating, is that it, and most of all, is attending to it all as energy, giving us a way to manage it as energy, to understand everything that's going on for us in this moment as energy, and to freaking handle it as energy, right? And it can be in the simplest of ways, it could be even just pausing, right? And letting ourselves do something radical like close our eyes. It can be in that relaxing that we can do and practice and get better at and go so much more deeply with, like really getting good at chilling out the body, relaxing ourselves in this very moment, because that's another cool awareness with the energy understanding, is that here and now is so important, and like the place to do the work or the play or the shift. And so sure, you can play and do your work and do your practices for 90 minutes, like we might think of a traditional yoga class, right? And that can be awesome. But I love to share how what we're learning even in that yoga class is all these rad ways to recalibrate ourselves. And it does become about doing that in the moment, wherever we're at, with whatever we're doing, in whatever ways we realize we like. So, oh, sorry, I got to tell the hubby I'm on the live. Can't take his call. Yeah, so to realize that this is your way that you can start to recalibrate you and recognize that it's all energy, manage it all as energy, and really hone in on what works for you, and that anything can be that for you too, right? Like even something like drawing, right, could be something that might do that for us, or walking, or again, just the simplicity of like in this moment, deciding to relax and get more in a listening mode. Take a breath, right? The breath is an amazing way that we learn to recalibrate ourselves, whether we get into some of the thousands of breath exercises that are out there, or we just do the simplest of things, like even just paying attention to our breath, much less change it, is an amazing way that we get to recalibrate ourselves. So you can imagine, though, when you start to do things throughout your day more that recalibrate you, when you start your days more in ways that recalibrate you, when you get in the momentum of the dailiness of how it's going to shift you and carry you to realize that you're recalibrating yourself with these practices. So yeah, whether you look at it like physically recalibrating yourself, energetically recalibrating yourself, spiritually recalibrating yourself, right? Like choosing even what perspectives you're coming from, what psychology you're in, with yourself, with others, with your creations, with your problems, right? So, yeah, I just would love to help us all own more how much these are ways that we get to recalibrate ourselves, and that it is something that you do to yourself eventually. And you can learn from teachers, and I love to teach and share various ways to do this, but I love that I realized early on that it becomes about our own personal practice eventually, and what we're doing each day and even throughout our days to recalibrate ourselves. And if we're not liking how we're feeling, to see that as an invitation to recalibrate ourselves, right? And that it's happening on so many layers and so many levels, and also that only you know what really does that for you. So for you to pay attention as you maybe try different things, or even look back on what's worked for you, that you can start to own that you're unique, and so unique things are going to recalibrate you, whether it's unique uses of the poses, unique uses of your breath, unique ways that you're flowing your creativity, or things like being aware how much things like nature, music, sound, dancing, walking, people. Yeah. So yes, let's do it. Celebrate. Let's own it as energy, and let's see what's possible here, right? So I'm super thankful to share the perspectives, psychology, and practices that, sure, we can call yoga, or we don't have to, right? But it's about realizing that we're recalibrating ourselves and starting to know that's a solution, an answer, a remedy, a therapy, a lifestyle, even, right? Yes, I'm excited about it. I'm stoked to share, and hope this was helpful for you. Talk to you soon. Namaste. Where's my end button here? Instagram. There we go. Bye, Instagram. Oh, we're ending.